I'm Landry Rose in the Newswatch newsroom. Coming up next, a deadly hit and run has police on the lookout for a killer. That's right, Jay. I'm standing in front of the Simi Valley Police Station where police just announced the arrest of a sexual assault suspect. They just released this picture of 40-year-old Jeffrey Grayville, who police say had a horrifying way of tricking his victims. I'm Landry Rose in Northridge, where police say this bullet hole could help solve a murder investigation. That story coming up next. Breaking news tonight out of Beverly Hills. That's where a man was seen trying to force a teenage girl into his car. I'm Landry Rose in MacArthur Park, where protesters have a message for the president. I'm Landry Rose with Leslie Nielsen in Hollywood at the premiere of Stan Helsing. I'll have more on this story coming up next.
I gotta go now.
Plus, union workers take to the streets. Those stories and more next on Newswatch.
21-year-old Patrick Shillings is the latest murder victim of gang violence in Los Angeles. He was gunned down in Northridge over the weekend while hanging out with his friends. Resident Rick Estrada heard the gunshots from his apartment.
The two shooters are right here behind my truck, standing behind a van. And as those guys, that other group walked out, they shot towards them. But apparently that it was, from what I heard, it was an innocent bystander.
The shooting happened around 11:45 Sunday morning near White Oak and Lassen. Police say the suspects apparently thought Shillings and two of his friends were a group of gang members the suspects had confronted earlier in the day. Detectives say Shillings was just an innocent victim.
Our victim and his friends were just happening to go to the liquor store, and when they came out, then they were again confronted by the suspects who possibly believed they were the same individuals they confronted earlier.
The shooting happened right here at this intersection. Police say it's a miracle no one else was hit, especially since these children were out here playing at the time of the shooting.
It's the first major thing happening, and it just gives a wake-up call in the area, you know.
The suspects are described as three Hispanic men driving a Honda Accord EX like this one. They're considered armed and extremely dangerous. Alex Poladian, who works near the murder scene, says he'll be on the lookout from now on.
It is kind of scary when you're behind a counter or something. Maybe it erupts, gets escalated, you know, but for most of it, it's been contained. It's just, I didn't expect anything like this to happen here.
From Northridge, Landry Rose, Newswatch, LA. Members of the Service Employees International Union rallied the troops today in the ongoing battle over health care. They're demanding a guarantee to have the public option as part of the health care bill making its way through Congress. Marie Lopez feels there is no other choice.
We need our health care system changed. We need a system that allows people to be able to afford coverage, to be able to go see a doctor, to be able to feel safe and secure when they get injured and not worry about avoiding health coverage, avoiding seeing a doctor, and so that they avoid the high cost of medical care.
This rally is part of a citywide effort to draw attention to their demands. SEIU, along with grassroots groups such as Healthcare for America Now, are setting up phone banks at the rolling rallies, asking people to call elected officials and voice their opinion about ensuring a public option. Albert Pacheco, executive director of the Romero Clinic, is positive about the reform efforts.
When do you think this is going to happen?
I would hope before the end of the year. Hopefully, it should have been last year, but hopefully before the end of the year. I think momentum is building and there's support for the president's plan.
I need a public option in this reform, and nothing else will do.
These traveling rallies started around 7 o'clock this morning. 5 hours later, it's wrapping up here at the Romero Clinic, where organizers say it is critical that they get their message across.
We can't wait any longer for health care reform. There's people that are dying every day because they don't have access to health care, and they need to provide health care reform that is going to provide coverage for everyone in this nation.
Organizers say they plan to hold bigger rallies in the future. They say the only thing that will stop them is a health care bill with the public option. From MacArthur Park, Landry Rose, Newswatch LA. That's right, Jay. We're on the red carpet here in Hollywood at the premiere of Stan Helsing. I spoke with the stars about how much fun they had making this movie. From Freddy Cougar to Leatherface, horror villains have a new role in Hollywood.
Chop you and your friends.
They hope to make you laugh in the new Van Helsing parody, Stan Helsing. At its premiere in Hollywood tonight, screen veteran Leslie Nielsen says making the film was more fun than work.
Tell me about all the laughs that you guys had making this movie.
Boy, did we have a lot of laughs. I'll have to tell you about that sometime.
Legend has it that Van Helsing can save us from this curse.
Stan Helsing pokes fun at the legendary vampire slayer Van Helsing. It follows a video store clerk who, along with his buddies, take on some of Hollywood's leading fright figures. Director Bo Zinga talks about filming the movie.
We had a lot of really talented, funny people who had no boundaries, so anything goes. And, Leslie tortured us a lot.
Celebrities came out to the ArcLight Cinerama Dome to support the movie. For Saturday Night Live star Kenan Thompson, who co-stars in Stan Helsing, it wasn't easy work since he had to wear the Superman outfit throughout the filming.
We were working a lot of nights, and it was kind of long hours, and we brought up a lot of mornings. Like, we'd see the sun coming up, and that always kind of makes you tired when you had to get back up that day, you know what I mean? So it was a lot more work than laughs, probably. Yeah.
Stan Helsing opens Friday. As you can imagine, there'll be lots of laughs. From Hollywood, Landry Rose, Newswatch LA. Good afternoon, I'm Landry Rose in the Newswatch newsroom. A deadly accident in Watts is our top story tonight. It happened near the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson. You can see from this video how violent the crash was. One man was ejected from his car and died at the scene. The victim has not yet been identified. In Pacoima, a 23-year-old man is dead after being struck by a hit-and-run driver. This flower and candle memorial marks the location where Jose Vario died. Police say a driver hit him near 3rd and Satakoy. Witnesses say the driver stopped for a second, then sped off. Finally tonight, Ford Motor Company has a new truck that's about to hit the streets, but it's designed to spend more time in the dirt. The new Ford Raptor debuted at Hollywood Style Premiere this afternoon. The truck is the first production vehicle designed specifically for off-road racing. It's not cheap, though. The Raptor costs about $40,000 fully loaded. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching Newswatch. I'm Landry Rose. Have a good night.